Hey everybody, Jeff Jones here with Violand Management. Today I want to tell you a story about a kid named Brian. Brian grew up in semi-tropical, always unstoppable, beautiful Canton, Ohio. And he was kind of a shy, awkward kid. He attended a small private Christian school up until the 10th grade. Well, his mom decided, you know what, it might be good for you to meet some new kids. So she transfers him into the local public school. Great school district. The problem is, by the 11th grade, all those cliques are already formed, and Brian didn't fit in any of them. He felt like an outsider. He felt bullied. 2 years later, he graduates college, family moves down to Florida, he enrolls in a small community college, finds he has two real passions in life. The dude loves journalism and he loves music, so he gets the perfect job. He goes to work for a local newspaper and starts writing articles on the regional music scene and all the up-and-coming bands, and he really focuses in on one particular band called the Spooky Kids. And how great the Spooky Kids are, especially this crazy lead singer, Marilyn, that they have. And you gotta go see the Spooky Kids because they're the best. The problem is, the Spooky Kids didn't really exist. They had never played a concert or a gig anywhere. But he keeps writing about how awesome they are. And finally, he builds up a large enough cult following. They're the biggest band in town. Never played a gig. So he writes an article on when and where they're going to be next, and it sells out. And out on stage, when the band starts playing, walks Brian Warner, the kid who wrote the articles, the kid from Canton, Ohio. But now he's dressed as his alter ego, his stage name, Marilyn Manson. And the rest is history. They go on to create songs, Beautiful People, Sweet Dreams. I'm going to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of it, but that's not the point. The guy, he's extremely controversial, but the point of this is, love him or hate him, you gotta respect that marketing plan. That's genius. Well done. It makes me wonder, because, I'm from Canton, Ohio. Us boys from Canton, Ohio. We know a thing or two about marketing. What is your marketing plan for 2020? You might say, well, Jeff, I think we could probably increase our commercial mitigation business by 20%. Fantastic. How are you going to do that? Well, my sales rep makes 5 calls a day today, and I believe they could make 6. Fantastic, Sparto. You want to know why it's not going to work? You're assuming that your sales rep has a 100% closing rate, and I guarantee you, they don't. They probably have a 0% closing rate for most weeks. That's the nature of the beast. That's the industry that we're in. It's not necessarily their fault. So, that plan's terrible. Let's not do that. How about instead, we make a major business objective that we're going to create a brand new differentiator, something that our competitors are not able or willing to do, that is going to better solve the needs of the people we are targeting, and therefore make them more inclined to buy from us. Now we got to create the strategies and tactics into exactly what is that going to look like, when's it going to get done by, how are we going to market it, how are we going to message it, how are we going to track it, what are we going to budget for it. I know it's going to get complicated, but stay with me here, because now it gets even crazier. What if you're a business owner, you're wildly successful, it works? Now, do we have the manpower in place? Can we support this operationally? Do we have the scheduling abilities? Do we have the job tracking softwares that we need? What about equipment? Do we need to buy more equipment? Maybe can we rent some more equipment? What's this going to do to cash flow? How is this going to affect that objective that we tried a couple years ago that we quit paying attention to, but we continue to stroke the check every single month because one of these days, you never really know. The problem is we're just so busy being busy because that 22-year-old kid I just hired just showed up with that emotional support pony again, and I'm supposed to allow this to go because that HR guy over there, the hippie new age thing, tells me that I'm supposed to because that shows I'm an enlightened leader and I'm really capable of change. No, cut the crap. Let's build out a plan that is going to work, that is going to allow us to grow the business. Step back, quit being busy for the sake of being busy, work on the business, and let's put the plan in place that is actually going to account for the growth and the changes that are going to occur when said growth happens. You want some help doing it? Go to violandplanning.com. October 23rd through the 25th here in Canton, Ohio. Probably no Marilyn Manson in attendance, don't really know. Or Captiva Island, Florida, November 11th through the 13th. 14th through the 16th. You can watch me and that guy battle it out the entire time. Give me a call, 800-360-3513. We'll see you next week. Bye.